welcome! We only got 2 more movies to go, and I'm so excited because even though this one is terrible, our last one's gonna be the best. So let's just jump into it. We're wrapping up and we're gonna talk about Santa Buddies today. Santa Buddies was released in 2009. It was before The Search for Santa Paws, but I'm glad that I saw the Santa Paws movie first because that was a disaster and that was worse than this one, so it worked out. Santa Buddies is part of the Air Bud franchise. It all started back in the 90s with Air Bud, the only good movie, once again, that was released in theaters. Everything else is just bad. But this one was pretty cute for the most part. I mean, you're going into it knowing that it's not going to be great and you have to have 0 expectations. Once you have 0 expectations, then you can enjoy it. And that's what I did, especially after seeing Santa Paws. The first interesting thing that I noticed is that we have half of the actors are different. It is not the same cast between 2 years, and some of them are the same. Our main elf, Eli, is played by the same actor.
Give me the clearance, I'm ready to roll.
That's an all clear from the North Pole.
Danny Woodburn plays Eli in both Santa Buddies and Santa Paws, but Santa Claus is different, and Santa Claus actually looks a lot better this time. He's not as scary.
These days, children and their pups just don't believe like they used to. Their focus is on themselves instead of on giving to others less fortunate.
George went to play Santa this round, and he is so much better as Santa Claus. But I guess half this cast saw how terrible this prequel was going to end up and turned down half the roles. But Richard Kine's also back, because of course he's back, because that's not surprising. He plays the dog once more, so he did the voice of the dog for both of the movies. I do wonder if they just wrote in his contract and he just recorded all the lines at one time, because that wouldn't be surprising, especially because it was a year apart between these 2 movies.
What's going on? It's chaos!
What's more surprising is that Christopher Lloyd is in this film. I love Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd has done so many iconic roles, and he's a really well-known and well-liked actor. So why is he in this movie? I don't know. He doesn't need the money for it, but I guess he liked it and he made it a little bit bearable. But here's a spoiler. He's Scrooge. Like, this movie knocks off of so many Christmas movies, because of course it does. Just like in Santa Paws, nothing was original, everything was knocked off character-wise. This movie takes away from stories, so he's Scrooge. We have a dog called Tiny who is actually really adorable, but the dog is Tiny Tim.
Thank you, Lord, for this blessing. Amen.
She could run wild in the streets.
They also take from 'Twas the Night too. I know that is coincidental, that probably wasn't on purpose, but a lot of stuff that they did was also done in 'Twas the Night, which we talked about was the Disney Channel original movie. So that's not even a well-known movie, but yet they're using the same concepts. Coincidence? In this movie, we have Puppy Paws, but it's not Puppy Paws from the sequel, even though it's voiced by the same actor, Zachary Gordon. Puppy Paws is Santa Paws' son, because they're not original in names at all. And Puppy Paws is so annoyed with being at the North Pole, and he's bored with being a North Pole dog, and he wants to be a normal dog. So he decides to sneak aboard the mail truck when it goes to pick up all the letters to Santa Claus and just crash over in Fairfield, or Fernfield, or wherever they live at, and I really don't care.
Well, here I go. Time to hitch a ride to Fernfield.
He ends up finding the Air Buddies and helping them out with Christmas spirit, but also learning how to be a normal dog.
I hope the dude's not in trouble. I'll meditate and send him some positive energy.
Who's the white fluffy dude Butterball's with?
And while he's on Earth, he holds all the Christmas magic, so everything comes crashing down at the North Pole. Puppy Paws taking all the magic also caused the reindeer to have the flu, which once again happened in Twas the Night.
Oh, there's been a major outbreak of that new reindeer flu. The emergency room's overrun.
Oh, no, John, not tonight. All nights. Well, that's what I get for marrying a doctor.
That's what you get for being a doctor, because they're calling everybody.
Twas the Night was a lot better movie than this one, by the way. If you haven't seen that one, link in the description below. Everything gets solved. It's all happy-go-lucky, joyful. Everyone gets Christmas spirit. It's cornier than Hallmark, but it wasn't as terrible as I thought until the end. I could sit there and watch this and not cringe every 5 seconds, so that was an accomplishment in itself. The last minute of this film, when everyone's gathered around singing Silent Night around the Christmas tree, that's my weak spot. Give me a good Christmas carol and give me a heartwarming moment and you got me. It's a lot better than the Santa Paws movie was, but it's still not a good film. And I still don't understand how this movie was greenlit and how the franchise happened, except for exploitation. But that's okay, because it was an experience on its own. And if you like cute puppies and don't mind the cringe factor, then check it out. Otherwise, I would say skip it. There was a sequel for The Search for Santa Paws 2, I believe. It came out in 2012, and we're not talking about that one because that's too much. I can't handle the cringe factor, and we have one more movie left on our list, the best of the best, so at least everything is gonna go up from here. Tomorrow we're gonna end our year reviews with Mary Poppins Returns. So you can stay tuned, and as always, I hope you have a magical day, and I will see you real soon.